Hey fans, it's me, Aaron, for a comics show. We got a great week of comics. It's a little cold here in Florida. I'm wearing a jacket. It's kind of weird. But the big deal this week is it's Image's 25th anniversary. So Image Comics has been around 25 years, and to celebrate, billionaire Robert Kirkman decided to sell Walking Dead for 25 cents. It's a 25-cent issue. It's the 25th anniversary. And this is, it's a full and complete actual real issue. It's no short pages. It still has a letter page, tons of action, everything you want from Walking Dead, but for 25 cents. And to celebrate it, anyone that comes to a comic shop can get this free while supplies last, but I have like 1,000, so come on. So at least this week, you'll be able to come and get one of these free just by walking through the doors. You can also get this Image Classic book. It tells you about all kinds of Image books that you may or may not have read, and it's cool. It features a bunch of books that I really love, like Saga, Rat Queens, Sex Criminals, Black Science, Southern Bastards. So you can read about it and decide, oh, does that tickle my fancy? And then come here, and because it's the 25th anniversary of Image, every Image graphic novel in the store is going to be 25% off for this week in celebration. So, you know, pick up this, see which ones of these you might be interested in, get this for free, and then buy one for 25% off. So, you know, whatever that is. I guess a $10 volume 1 would be $7.50. Is that 25% off? I think. Okay, moving on. Paper Girls 11's out. This is the first issue after trade 2. So get this. It's a new story arc. I think this is Lord of the Flies homage type cover. And I think that's where I remember that from. But I enjoy that book. It's Brian K. Vaughan, and it's not as dark and sad as Saga was last week. So there's that. Moving on, Deadly Class. It's high up in the numbers now. It's going strong. Number 26. This issue had such a cool twist surprise that I don't know how they kept this under wraps for so long. And then boom, craziness. I loved it. I was shocked, I say. Like, with the last few pages, like, are they doing this? Is this what they're doing? Is this what they're doing? Is this, oh my God! Yes. If you were reading Deadly Class and stopped, seriously get it again, because that was awesome. And another indie thing to mention, also 25 cents, Vampirella. It's Paul Cornell, who you probably like from Doctor Who or any of the actual comics that he's written. And it's Vampirella, like 1,000 years in the future. She's been asleep for 1,000 years. It has a whole lot of things like, is she Eve from, you know, the garden? There's paradise, it's the future, or is it the past? It's crazy. This is a nice primer issue, and it was very intriguing. It got me. I'm not a Vampirella fan by, in the past, but I like Paul Cornell and 25 cents, and I had to read it for the video, and what I'm saying is, I actually enjoyed it, so that's cool. But I'm kind of a sucker for things that are like takes off of biblical stuff, like the goddamned and stuff like that. And this seriously just came in right before I started shooting the video. The Unquotable Trump. It is it's a indie comic. It's kind of like a zine. It's cool. What it is classic covers that you know from comics, like, X-Men 1, with Trump saying actual quotes that he said on the campaign trail or in tweets. Like, there's the small hands ones, obviously, but it's hilarious, and even if you are a Trump fan, I think you would find it funny. Like, it's not necessarily mean-spirited to have the walking Donald and have him saying, and I quote, "What do you think about waterboarding? I like it a lot. I don't think it's tough enough." And yeah, I mean, you can waterboard zombies, that's cool. So anyway, we might be the only shop that has this. We had to order it from some indie distributor directly, but it's Trump in his very best own words. So, they're great words. They're the best words. So if you want to laugh, get it. There it is. Moving on to DC. Really cool. We finally got our damage replacements of Love is Love. Like, it was, I don't know, months ago, like when it came out, And I said, oh, I had some damage, whatever. They finally came through for us, so we have plenty again, and we'll be selling them in here. So that's cool. And they benefit the survivors of the Pulse shooting. Moving on, Batman 16, I Am Bane Part 1. This is awesome. This is truly awesome. Bane is here. Bane is infiltrating Arkham. Bane is infiltrating the Batcave, maybe. Bane is infiltrating Batman's life and going after Batman's loved ones. And I'm ready for it, and it's great. And I'm just loving Tom King's stuff. Like, it started kind of slow with the I Am Gotham and all that. Now I Am Bane. Damn, this is awesome. Everything is cumulative, it's building, and it's great. Superman, this is the final part of Multiplicity. I've loved this. Red Sun Superman, Captain Carrot, all this stuff, the big bad villains there. He takes his mask off, and it's Michael Keaton, because Multiplicity. Oh, okay, bad joke. But this is a great book. I'm really enjoying it, and get it. This is the end, and it's cool. Weird book by DC and Boom, Planet of the Apes, Green Lantern. Pretty good art, great cover by Ethan Van Sciver. And it is what it says it is. It has all the different core. It has the characters you know from Planet of the Apes and the characters you love from the Green Lantern core. It has a lot of Guy Gardner. I dug it. So if you were interested, it gets my seal of approval. If you like both Planet of the Apes and Green Lantern, if you're that Venn diagram that goes like this, you should get it, obviously. The Flintstones, issue 8, I guess they're arguing of who can use the hunter's restroom and the gatherer's restroom. This issue, again, satire, political commentary, and I'm just really enjoying the Flintstones. It's great. And the first collection is out for this Hanna-Barbera stuff, Scooby-Doo, Scooby Apocalypse. So if you were waiting to get this, rut-row, here it is. So come on. Moving on to Marvel, Bullseye, #1. It's Breeson. I know him from some Image books. He does a lot of good violent crime titles. Sorry. It's parental advisory, mature reader, and the opening story, the headlining story is Bullseye in Colombia, and then there's also a story in the back with Marv Wolfman, Bullseye in New Jersey. So it's mature reader. It's kind of like in the vein of Punisher Max, and I enjoyed it, but it's also in continuity. So Running with the Devil, Daredevil's getting these spin-offs, and Bullseye is one of them. So solo Bullseye was actually quite fun. This Gwimpians is actually Champions #5, and what was fun about this is the Champions are young idealistic kids trying to punch up instead of punch down, trying to solve problems without violence when they can, and trying to really win hearts and minds and change people's opinions about things. And Gwenpool comes from her universe, and she's so simplistic that if people are doing things that are not good, she thinks there's mind control or supervillains or whatnot, and the juxtaposition of that and how this wacky character is actually more traditional in her thinking than the normal characters in the Marvel Universe was actually kind of fun. So Mark Waid really nailed it with that. Nova 3, I am loving this book. Cosmo was the best. Rich Rider, you finally get answers for Rich Rider, or at least like better questions for Rich Rider, like how he's back from the dead and all that stuff. It's in here. It's hilarious. It's fun. I'm loving this book, loving it. Moving on to the Star Wars books, Darth Maul #1 is here. It's before Phantom Menace, and it's Darth Maul just kicking ass, getting very impatient with Darth Sidious, them having arguments and whatnot, and just Darth Maul kicking ass, and I really enjoyed it. And another issue of Star Wars with Yoda as the main character, but also, and it's before A New Hope, but also some Obi-Wan and a cool guest star too that we know from New Hope that I'm not going to mention, but it was fun. I really enjoyed that. And then finally, Civil War 2 is here in hardcover, as Marvel is wont to do. $50 hardcover. They get them out like right after their big crossovers are done, and that's it. So if you go to a comic book store this week, get Walking Dead for 25 cents. If you come here, get that for 25 cents and get any Image graphic novel you want, any 25% off. So that's it. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.